Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Griftlands, where today we're brawling. I don't even know what brawl mode is, but we're definitely going to do some brawling. It has been longest since we played Sal. Let's try this out. Survive an escalating series of jobs as Sal works for a living. We do have new outfits available. A lot of Sal's outfits have the same sort of like muted blue thing going on. I like the red on her default. I think these ones all kind of look boring in comparison. We should probably do some perks or whatever. So we have to unlock 5 more tier 3 perks. Jeez. Additional graph slots is like kind of fine, but also you can definitely solve that problem in other ways. So I guess let's get Ancient Warrior, which is a real funny name for that thing. Maximum level health up, maximum level resolve up. Those both seem like things we might actually use at some point. Items, probably, probably this is the one we're not taking. All right, what do we actually want to take into this? It's just an escalating series of jobs. We don't know precisely what we're walking into here. I might take good health, honestly. First 2 cards you draft come with full XP. You know, alert does seem pretty broadly useful. And then, like, fatigue is probably not super relevant. Honestly, Ancient Warrior may be the most relevant thing. Or Perfect Shape. Perfect Shape is good. Yeah, what if every attack for the entire game just did an extra damage? I'm into it. Let's brawl. Yeah. All right, about to start a game at introduction. I will never do that. So is this just like her deal, but without the plot, maybe? Crushing Blow is very cool. Maybe we want to get into kind of a combo place. I've not really played with the combo deck in a very long time, so yeah, maybe let's head in that direction. While you have at least 4 combo, gain 2 power, that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, like, taking this and Stomp together is sort of just setting us up for a linear that we do not yet have in our deck, but I'm going to try it. And sure, I don't know what our strategy is yet, but that'll be a good part of it. And then, you know, sort of thinking the same thing about Tactical Mind, honestly. Deal 1 damage to a random opponent argument and gain 1 influence. Maybe we're doing some kind of diplomacy thing. Yeah. All right. Choose a negotiation graft. Vulnerability is twice as effective. Gain 2 composure. You know, this is cool. We'll look for some sources of vulnerability. And then choose a battle graft. First attack, each battle deals extra bleed. Oh, okay. Alright, get out there and get stronger. Kashio's waiting for you. Okay, so it is just quest, fight. It is a lot like... It looks like it's going to be paced pretty similarly to the actual thing, except without the plot, probably. So... You need to kill the Virox, battle in negotiation for shills and metal, or battle... Okay, these are the same reward as far as we can tell. And people will sell us stuff. Okay. Meatloaf is a really good name for a pet. I guess let's just pick this one pretty much arbitrarily. Nobody talks to Virox without getting through me first. Well... Let's try making you... Convincing him to switch sides seems better. Let's do that. Am I going to be able to pull that off with basically a totally base deck. I don't know. I'm pretty annoyed about that, but I guess we already have influence, so you know, I am going to destroy this. Let's get rid of that thing. So does influence decay over time? No, not automatically. Dominance does. Influence does not. I guess let's I guess I don't want that around. I don't know. It's honestly, it's kind of hard to tell. Here, let's go. Quick thinking. Deploy bait. Yeah, I guess. The bait will be annoying for him to deal with at least. But yeah, I'm not feeling like we're totally killing. Oh man. That sucks. The card costs extra forever. So with a small deck, we're cycling through, we're just seeing the same cards over and over again. Hey, Incept Vulnerability. Hell yeah. That does also naturally decay over time. So wait. The way this is worded, I guess when I destroy that, I will gain 2 actions, and then I will not draw cards because I do not have cards to draw. That sort of makes me, I think we just want to ignore that and go to the face. Come on. Oh, you monster. Alright, well, the good news is I do believe we've got it. So we're gonna fast talk this first for XP. Alright, didn't go as smoothly as I might have liked. This is pretty good given the graph that we have already. You have passed this card 3 times. Oh, that's a neat sort of long-term effect. Gives you a good reason to take every card sometimes. That's smart design. I mean, it's not like unique. That's very much like a board game design, but I'm into it. Hey, what are you two talking about over there? Oh, nothing. I'm allowed to kill this guy, right? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Okay. His attacks apply 1 impair if they cause health loss. Well, we can probably do something about that. I do love to apply wound. Listen, combo's neat and everything, but wound is also very neat. Let's get my daggers out here, and I guess at this point I am gonna gain some combo, and then we'll defend, because we lose combo if we take damage, right? Yeah, half of it whenever you... So it says whenever you take damage. Does my health have to go down, or is that... Okay, yeah. Yes, it has unmitigated damage, is what they mean. I mean, it's an okay start. Oh, why was I thinking I was going to be out of actions? Right, the whole point of playing that card is that it had 0 cost. I guess just... I don't know. Elbow Strike has a relatively short XP bar. We can level that up more quickly. I guess we'll accept surrender. I don't want to get a bunch of extra murder cards in my negotiation deck because it does look like we're tacking green. I guess Wild Lunge seems all right. Wait, job failed. Was I supposed to kill him? I will take money, please. What is the value of Skipfish's gift? There's no scoring in this mode, right? I'll take the money. Sorry, was I supposed to have killed him? One of the quests definitely said, do not kill him. I guess it was the other one. Go fight some monsters or give some hugs. Let's go fight some monsters. I can restore a little bit of resolve off of this. So I'm not going to be doing any meaningful damage to you anytime soon anyway. So we can just do like this and that, and I'll probably take whatever the debuff is, even with full defense. So I'm just generating XP here. Okay, 2 wound. That's an annoying thing for you to do. How dare you? Given the circumstances, I think I'm probably better off doing this. I should definitely have done an elbow strike. Like, I totally spaced on the dodge. I should have done elbow strike into the double bleed. But it's fine. See, I can be taught. Alright, these are pretty fast and easy so far. Return to your hand when played. Okay, that actually seems interesting. So Fizzlick and Bax are going to kill each other, make them not do that. Yeah, let's veer off of health damage for a second. It doesn't really seem to matter. Okay, I'll convince you to stop. Okay, so you're just going to do the planted evidence thing. Not a big deal. Let us... Quick thinking for free. Stammer's pretty good. And then, am I just going to apply composure? I think so. Which means I may as well just play this. I did not realize that that was going to do damage in 2 packets and thus receive double bonus from the vulnerability, but that's very cool. So we got to get through this. I think I am just going to play the inspiration here. Instead of getting a point of dominance that will be a little bit better overall. We can't defend this anyway, so I may as well just go to the face. And we can eat some of the damage. I'm probably going to be able to kill you from 6 next turn, and I'm definitely not going to kill you now, so... Let's at least have there not be any overflow. So you're actually going to take 2 bonus damage. So yeah, this is... I do not end the battle by doing that. We do get to play both cards. But the Threaten had a chance of ending the battle, so it had to go second. Gain 2 influence and apply 3 composure to it. I honestly, even in a deck where I do want influence, I don't know if I think that's any good. Or this one, lose 1 influence, but it's free. You know, I do think that we will make okay use of that. And also, you know, the money. Alright, so this is just impatience. Not too worried about that. Stack up a little bit of extra influence for when I want to spend it. All right, hopefully the monetary consequences of having failed that that early game quest are not going to be too great. Also, stamina coming up every single time is just wonderful. I wish that would... I hope that it remains so consistent. Yeah, this is feeling relatively powerful so far. We don't have as much damage as I would like. Yeah, let's definitely take observation. I'm gonna throw this out here. Even at minimum damage, that was lethal. I guess I should, because that was lethal at minimum damage, I should have played the deflection. Draw a card, I guess. I don't think we do want to destroy those. Gain 2 influence. Okay, so when you draw this, you just get some influence. Yeah, I think that's okay. Also, there's something to be said for free cards. Like, just being able to play an extra card out of your hand sometimes is really valuable. That's right. Fizz looks not so bad. I did some good here and I got extremely paid, which is the only thing I really care about. Get Oshnubile and a bandage. I think I'd like to increase my maximum health there, friend. Alright, about to be boss fight time. And... hey, it's Pengamunt. Okay, all I can do is... I'm not allowed to buy a coin or anything. I have 13 metal, which is not enough to buy a max health upgrade. So you know what? I am not, in fact, going to do anything. I guess let's just go fight a boss. It's probably not that hard. Fraux is looking to kill you. Why? Why, though? You meet Pogzo on the road. This is a very stripped-down version of the game. I do wish that we had more ways to gain influence. So sorry, this is going to be 0 no matter what. Although we're going to run out of influence here because we are spending our only real point. Yeah, it's a little bit more unmitigated damage than I probably should have allowed myself to take. Hey, look who it is. Well, damn it. Uncloaking the enemy arguments is very important. Plus, attacking me for 5 and also 4? Really? Alright, let's remove one of the sources of all this damage. And then, like, do I bother deflecting? I don't think so. I think the only way forward here is through this guy's face. Yeah, I guess do that. Aw. Of course, minimum damage, so I don't actually lower his resolve at all. But at least this turn, I'm not giving him any more free stuff. So definitely play Sal's Instincts, and then don't actually want to play the Inspiration. I just want to make sure we're getting the XP. Again, Fast Talks. With it having draw a card on it, it's probably pretty good to keep in hand. Okay, now Subtlety, which does actual damage and draws 2 cards. That's kind of compelling. Pure style is also maybe compelling. It gets worse as the game goes on, which is not like a great... It's not a great trait for a thing to have, because, you know, when you're later in the game is when you need things to be good. Let's try subtlety, though. Not my usual deal. Not how I generally get down. Alright, so what is your deal? Okay. It's just going to apply a ton of wound. I'm into it. I guess let's establish Jirackle free fighting now, even though we're not going to get to use it right away. And since I'm going to get hit, we did gain a combo already. I think I'm just going to Wild Lunge. Alright, now we can try to maintain some combo, potentially. Never mind. Hitting me for 8 and then for 6. You know what? I'll take it. And I guess I just faint. It doesn't really feel like it's worth it to do anything else. And I don't want to throw defense on Fralx because I want this guy's first hit to go against his unarmored body. Alright, maybe you could take it easy on the shooting me. Thanks, friend. Alright. So I'm feeling pretty good about our position all of a sudden. So we're gonna go Wild Lunge. Let's get some more wounds out into Hammer Grip. May as well Echo. That was a pretty solid turn. I have zero fear that we are going to lose this fight. Minimum damage of all cards down by 4. Reduce it by 1 whenever you play a maneuver card. Well, let's play a maneuver card. Do I want to just throw more wound on there? Probably. Alright, you're already dead. Does this generate another XP? It did. I think I'm probably allowed to kill him here, but I'm gonna see what happens if we give him the surrender. Is there a good mechanical reason to do so? Yep, that definitely did gain XP when we played it the second time in a turn, so that's cool. Duplicity seems very good. Improvise a random common or uncommon maneuver. It costs 0 until played. Hard to know, right? It's hard to know whether that's actually good. I do think exertion is fun. And also boss graphs. Diplomacy cards are bad. Remove 1 influence and 1 dominance at the start of your turn. Bleed you apply is removed completely instead of being halved when it actually fires. I think we can afford to take this. We're not going to be into bleeding very much, I don't think. And then we go to sleep. Alright, yeah. So it's just a very stripped down version of the thing that happens in the main game. Let's do one more day here. So, Plaka's here, Froluk is here. I do want a pet is the thing. Gelling a wild Shruglet or Eviscerator the wild urchin. They cost the same. I don't actually know what's better. I do think that they're both adorable. Let's take Eviscerator. Eviscerator's a good name. I would love to upgrade my Eviscerator. Does not train it. Makes it stronger in battle, but does not train it. Okay. And then, hey, Plaka. Actually, hold on a second. We should probably remove some cards from our deck. Like, let's take out a Feint, and then... Oh, sorry, it's a different person. Nope, you're the beast. Here you go. I was going to say, we also want to get some cards out of the other deck. Probably this deflection. Okay. Now, hey, Plaka. Keenskin. That's not that exciting. How about your cheapest Battlegraft? First time you expend each turn, draw a card. I think I am not going to do either of those things. Let me see if Rake has a battle card we actually want. Improvise a finisher from your deck, gain 2 combo. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good enabler for the strategy we're kind of leaning into here. And then do we also want Chamber? Wow, absolute domination. That's a big investment. You spend a whole turn preparing for absolute domination. I'm going to take Chamber as well. We are definitely increasing saturation of our strategy. Rescue Urga from his enemies. Go win a fight. Let's start with the negotiations. I demand that you release Urga. Oh, right. Intimidation. Also, look at how adorable our pet looks in his armor. Okay, you have been flustered. Not exactly what I was looking for, if I'm being honest. Yeah, not great. Okay. Let's set up a little bit here. And then we're going to lose this stack of influence anyway. But drawing cards right now is just not very good. I guess I play it because we want the XP, right? Alright, it would be nice to not start the day by getting totally thrashed. Oh no, my instincts. I need those. Alright, pretty good time to have a threaten come up. Telomere gains 2 composure for each hostility card you draw. Very annoying. I mean, do I just want to play... Yeah, I guess let's play dominant stuff. I was hesitating on whether it was even worth it to get rid of that. Alright, show me all my red cards. Damn it. Show me enough red cards to reclaim that red card. No, in fact. No, I do not get it. Yeah, very unfortunate to have to play a purple first. Okay, we are gonna take some pretty significant damage here, and I don't think I can actually stop that. Oh, no, sorry. We totally have the resources to hit for 6. 6 exactly, in fact. I was just looking at the numbers at the top of the cards, and I was like, these don't add up to lethal. Improvise a card from your discard pile is potentially interesting, but I think we're going to just skip it. All right. We're really tearing through this. While in hand, item cards cost 0. That seems fine. This is actually a little bit more compelling, but for the moment we're doing all right without it, so I kind of want to just increase our max stats. So ferret as much intel out of Grex without letting them get suspicious, or is it now time for murders? Let's do a little bit of murder. You find Minfen. Your daggers are thirsty, and I'm remembering that murder is the order of the day. We're here specifically for murdering. let's just go ahead and open with this. So what is your deal? Gain 2 diseased. Reduces maximum health by 1 at the end of the owner's turn until the end of the fight. Okay, interesting. And they're going to apply wound if their stuff is unblocked. So a lot of the time it seems like the AI throws up defense on the first turn and he's got armored, so we can just ignore this basically. Let's fight dirty. I do so love to fight dirty. Well, let's get this out of my deck. So far, things are going pretty well. And I guess we may as well faint for the pet. It didn't accomplish anything, but I did need the XP. Jirackle free fighting is just 2 power right now, which seems pretty solid. Bonus damage from combo. Alright, they're gonna have a hell of a time getting through him. Do we need to gain even more combo? Would I rather just gain power? I think I would rather just gain power. All right, let's open with this and see where it goes. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to win around him and then just kill him afterward. Because we've got a pretty solid start here, right? Okay, easy. And I mean, while I'm killing people, because the job said to, gain defense equal to damage dealt by this card, destroy after 3 uses. I mean, that seems okay. I don't know if I want to take that. Spend all your combo, deal 3 bonus damage per combo. Boy, it's a little bit of a shame that that costs 2. Spend 2 combo, this card deals 8 damage and costs 1 less. I'll take that instead. And do I want one or both of these gaffs? I don't know. It's not really in theme with what we're doing. It doesn't have replenish, so when you draw it, it did actually cost you a card. I kind of think I'm leaving them both behind. I just don't think they're very interesting. Incept 2 apprehensive and destroy this card. Apply 2 composure to a random argument. Okay. That's not a big deal. So, be the heavy, intimidate, or beat up Borbo without murder, or scare people. I don't know. It's hard to tell what the difference is actually going to be. Always with the ominous pulsating. Right, I do love having an untrained pet. I also love solid point leveling up. Now, of course, the primary benefit of that card I just played is to make cards that cost more than 1 cost 0, so that it is actually an efficiency gain. But we just don't have that many of those. We'll fight against you in the coming battle if you don't scare him off first. I do feel like I should scare him off then. That seems like kind of a no-brainer. Alright, and then also, I guess, just... yeah, I don't actually have a way of protecting the pet, sadly. I think let's start with subtlety. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, just not very impressive outcomes here. I'm gonna play Bad Threaten. Let's try to level that up and hopefully turn it into a Threaten of Clarity. Alright, I would love it if you would stop getting free resolve. Fortunately, it turns out I have a solution for that. Yeah, this core argument that messes with the cost of our cards is a real nightmare. Then I guess we just play bad cards. It is early in the day to be losing this much resolve. I'm not super jazzed about the way this is going. So we may as well just throw this over here. You know, I did that like that card still needs XP, but it absolutely does not. 3 damage and 1 influence, or 1 damage and 2 influence. I would rather have the damage, I think. I think we're going to be fine on influence. Awesome. Threaten of Clarity is wonderful. What a great thing to see. Drain Resolve is definitely compelling. It's like that slow drip of healing does add up quite a bit over the day. All right, so we ran off the support. I do love to fight for free. You're probably just going to defend yourself, so. Hey, don't let word get around about that thing I said about me fighting for free. I love to fight for fair wages. And then we're not going to get to play everything. So, like, what do I want to level up the most? I think probably leveling that up is going to be pretty good. And I kind of want to see what Echo Strike becomes as well. What's my current job? Am I supposed to be killing you? I don't remember. I'm gonna not do it. I ran off your support. I wish I could see my... Is it really not the case that I can see my quest objectives right now? Already forgotten whether or not that needed to be a kill. So 4 to 9 or 6 to 6. I don't, given that it is just damage, I don't know that it's quite as important that it behave in a totally predictable way as some other things have been in the recent past. Do I want a second sneak attack or a second exertion? I kind of do want a second exertion, actually. All right, we made our point. Fish pulls you aside and lets you remove a battle card. Yeah, let's do that. We have a feint that we haven't got any XP on yet, so let's just go ahead and get rid of that. And yeah, I feel ready to fight a boss. I guess we did have enough metal there to increase max HP. Maybe I should have. All right, let's talk someone else into helping us here. That's an interesting start. Take that. How dare you mess with my pet? Then, unfortunately... Alright, so we're going to do this to gain 2 influence. We don't necessarily have the best hand ever here. But, you know, at least our pet is contributing to the conversation. So yeah, let's just open up Thread of Clarity. Take that to keep our arguments safe, and I guess Drain Resolve. I guess this is as good a time as any to Drain Resolve. The card's fairly unimpressive in its base state, but once we can upgrade it to do 4 damage, I think it'll be fairly compelling. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, was really hoping for draw cards here. Do I want to just pass? I'm just gonna pass some of the actions on to next turn. Look at this cowardice. Just can't let anyone have any influence ever. Alright, so they got a snare. I mean, that's fine. So we do have 2 influence. We can afford to burn 1 doing this thing. And then show me good cards. Is that good cards? I honestly don't know. Boy, that is a lot of arguments coming up here. And it does feel like we probably ought to get rid of that, huh? Boy, that is a lot of incoming damage. Unfortunately, I think there's just nothing I can do for you, Influence Stack. You are doomed. But here, I can do this. This is for me, not for you so much. Alright, do we just straight up have lethal? I think so. Alright, well, you are coming with me to fight a boss, so flatter, compliment, or attitude. Gain 2 influence, then deal damage equal to half your influence to a random target. Okay, wow, yeah, both of the green cards that come out of that are spectacular. If you have any influence, deal an additional 3 damage, so you no longer spend it. Or get even more damage. I think we can do that. We are not having trouble generating more of it after we lose it, right? I don't think Keep It Cool is good at all. The question is just like, do you want Brainstorm? And while certainly draw 3 cards is that's a line of text that has had a storied history in card games, it's definitely less good here due to how limiting actions are. Like, you already can't play everything in your hand. Yeah, it's still probably right. All right. Let's do it, and not alone, the Automech boss bit. Oh wow, that's cool. So, nothing in particular is necessarily going to happen here. Oh, okay. So his multi-attack applies burn unless mitigated. That's pretty cool. Immune to damage while any allies with Disruptor Pylon are active, and they all have it. Okay. Oof, not a great start. Alright, I'm feeling better. So you're already done for. Elbow strike you. I don't think I do want to play Exertion. think I'm going to extra strike you even though it kind of doesn't do anything just because that levels it up. And then, yeah, I'm just not going to play exertion. Is that scorched? Okay. That seems like a good idea given what my teammates seem to be up to this round. So I have 10 combo right now. I can afford to be pretty aggressive. Yeah, you know, not to get too egotistical, but something tells me we're going to be just fine through this fight as well. I guess let's fight dirty. I was really hoping for apply wound. Yeah, find me a finisher, would you? I gotta say, it feels like this dude is just kind of standing here letting me punch him, which I guess I'm fine with. I'm just gonna play this for the XP. Because I am really not feeling like we are in very much danger. What if I just played every card in my hand every turn? Oh, it's a very annoying time for you to do that. It's almost like it knew. Alright, so we 11 one of them. And then just stab the other one. Squad's got the last dude, and I do not need to exert myself. So here comes that burn, right? Okay, that could be a lot worse. It was only 1 point of burn per impact, it looked like. I guess Scrapper? Yeah. Alright, I guess I'll throw that away. Play the chamber just to have played it again. You always gotta be managing that XP. So spend. Oh wow. Okay, spend 3 combo, gain 1 action. Actually seems incredibly good in our deck. I was about to say none of these are the color of attacks. I'm very disappointed. Appeal to reason costs 1 less for each influence you have, which is, you know, it's not that hard for that to be 2. Although I don't think this is a very good card at 2. You really got to get there. And like maybe, oh no, level 3 playing field gains you vulnerability. I was going to say maybe this plays nice with our graft. So it is, I think, like appeal to reason versus duplicity. I guess let's try appeal to reason. It's going to be a fair number of turns where we draw it and it's just dead though. Summon a feral Autodog, sure. I'm into it. And look at all these upgrades. Gain 1 to 3 combo or deal bonus damage with it. I think we have enough sources of combo expenditure at this point that it is a good idea. Maybe just make sure that we have the ability to actually gain some. Gain 3 power, or when you play this, gain 1 evasion. That's really not that. It's hard to know if that's even going to be valuable ahead of time, right? Because like half the time enemies don't attack you because they're buffing each other or whatever. So yeah, I guess I'll take that. And rooted stab is like very unimpressive. Gain an action, your core argument takes 2 damage. Damage that spills over to your core is increased by 2. Oof, that is really harsh. What are you going to use the action on? I think we're going to take a brain harp. It's like a mouth harp, but for your brain. And as we all know, the brain is essentially the mouth of the body. All right, let's just go ahead and refill all of our pools. I felt like day 2 was very straightforward and kind of extremely easy. We are playing on a pretty low difficulty here. All right, I think that is probably where we're going to call it for today. When you come back next time tomorrow, if I hurry, we may well be able to get through the end of this brawl. I think this is kind of an interesting way to play, but I do feel like it robs you of a lot of the sort of small procedural storytelling that comes from relationships with people. There's very few opportunities in this thing to make someone like you or do favors. So we're just going to end up with a bunch of banes and no boons, and yeah, I don't know. This is cool, but probably will not supplant just playing the campaigns normally as my primary way to do the thing. Anyway, come back next time tomorrow for more brawling, and we'll see you then.